What's up, guys? I'm the Nerdy Ginger, and this is Austin.
Austin!
We have finally reached 200,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, and we're doing our Q&A. We've got a bunch of questions for you that you guys sent in from the last video. We were a lot of them, so we're not going to get to all of them. Some of them were repeats, so if you guys didn't get your question answered, most likely there's probably a repeat or just kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started with these questions. I should totally get Austin a second one of these if they let me do that. Hey, you deserve to have one, man. You're as much a part of this as I am. You don't have to.
Can I fist pump it?
No, you can't. You can't punch my play button. First question: some kid with a computer asks, "How did you get into wrestling?" Also, congratulations on almost 2,000 subs. Thanks. Love your channel. So how 200,000, by the way. So how did I get into wrestling? I got into it based off of my younger brother, who was starting to get into it with one of his best friends. He'd been playing like the video games and stuff for a while, so one day I just asked him to teach me how to play the video game, and I started really liking it. This would be around Survivor Series 2010 with the John Cena fighting Wade Barrett and Randy Orton, that kind of thing. So, been a fan ever since then. What about you?
I got started because what was I doing? I was watching some sci-fi movie on actual sci-fi because WWE SmackDown was on sci-fi. I was watching some alligator whatever sci-fi horror movie or whatever, and then it said up next WWE SmackDown, and I was like, oh, what is this? I was like, oh, what is this? I'll just tune in or whatever. I like the theme song for starters, so that was kind of good.
Was it Know Your Enemy at that time?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You hate
Do you know your? Yeah. And then just from there, it was good. And I actually started around the same time too, because I remember John Cena was like gonna get fired if Wade Barrett beat Randy Orton or vice versa or whatever. And then I thought he was actually fired, and I was like, no, my favorite dude just got fired. So I didn't know. I thought it was still real. So.
Yeah, it was pretty much just around the same time. This actually kind of leads into another question by Salem Witch, which this is for both of you. How long have you been friends for, and how did you meet? Well, I guess it doesn't quite lead in, but we've known each other since kindergarten, actually, so it's been almost a decade and a half that we've known each other.
Yup, it's been quite a while.
Yeah. We hung out a lot, but we really started getting close around 6th grade, which was like, we were in like the same like after school care because our parents were working, so we had to stay after school. And I just remember hearing you talking with some people about WWE, and I'm like, hey, I like WWE too. And that's when we started getting like real close, started hanging out a lot more.
Because we hung out really early around the 1st grade, and there was like a little
break,
and then
we weren't. I think it's because we weren't in the same class for a good several years.
I mean, elementary school, there was like 4 different teachers you could have, and if you didn't have that teacher, you were screwed. You were friends with the people who was in your class.
Yeah, that did kind of suck.
Yeah, and then
9th grade is when all this shit started.
Yep. Josh Ain't Here asked, who are yours and Austin's top 5 favorite music artists?
Okay, so this is a good question. I could talk for ages about this, but I'll keep it brief. You guys know me as a big rock guy, so my top 5, in no particular order, would probably be Breaking Benjamin. I could pretty much listen to them like any time, really, any mood I'm in. Trivium, it's probably the most recent addition. I started getting into them mostly around the summer. Metallica, who doesn't like Metallica, right? Everyone likes Metallica. You suck. Just kidding. Tremonti is one of them. Mark Tremonti is basically my idol. This is his recent album. You should check it out. And then my number 1 would be Alter Bridge, which I first heard of thanks to wrestling. Thanks, Edge.
My top 5 favorite it's probably top 5 or number 5 between Playboi Carti and X, or if you don't know who X is, XXX Tentacion, who just died, got murdered, got shot in the head. Yeah. Number 4, Migos. Number 3, Sway Lee or whatever, however you pronounce it, I'm not exactly sure. And then number 2 is Six Lack, or it's pronounced Black, but it's spelled Six Lack. And then number 1 is definitely Travis Scott. He is the top number 1 everything. He's just the best.
It's like every other Twitter post I see from you is about Travis Scott. Yeah, we like to make fun of each other because I hate rap. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I like AC/DC though. AC/DC is probably my top rock band. So.
And I don't like them.
And he hates AC/DC, so whatever.
Whatever. This isn't what makes us friends, right?
Right.
This is a good discussion question. Leave your guys' top 5 favorite artists in the comments below. Chris Tisdale asks, who do you guys think will win the Royal Rumble match in 2019? That's always a hard one. That's always a hard one for me to predict. I definitely didn't think Shinsuke would win last year, which I was pretty happy about, though.
Yeah, that was still good.
The problem is we haven't been watching wrestling as much as we should. He hasn't really watched at all in quite a while.
It's hard. It's a lot of school and being an RA, and I can't even go home. I can't even go home on days to watch the pay-per-views with Steven because he's so busy.
Yeah, but I've been keeping up mostly with SmackDown because Becky Lynch is awesome. But
John Cena's back though.
I think some of the most I don't really know, but I think some of the most likely candidates that people have been tossing around would be like Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, people along those lines. I don't really know who else. I need to watch.
He
Raw.
Probably wants Drew McIntyre.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. He's kind of badass now. You don't really know, so
I will
pick a random one.
I'll probably go with Seth Rollins.
Sure.
So
him versus the Bork Laser for the Universal Championship.
Yeah,
I'd take that.
God, he's still here. Why? Chris Tisdale asks again, do you think Braun Strowman will win the WWE Universal Championship?
Eventually.
Yeah.
I definitely think he'll eventually win it. I don't know if he'll win it at the Royal Rumble or not. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say not at the Royal Rumble against Lesnar, but eventually.
When Brock loses it, Braun will get it soon after. So,
sure.
You got to keep the big sweaty men to win the championships. It's an inside joke, so
Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men. He doesn't even know where that's from.
Yeah, he just tells me it all the time.
Stinger X7 asks, how does your trampoline survive so long?
Well,
it didn't. It kind of didn't. I'm just gonna say it. We haven't said this to anybody yet, but we sold the trampoline. Don't unsubscribe yet. Wait, we are planning on getting a new trampoline. That old one was definitely falling apart. It was very rusty. We didn't even have the protective mat around it. One of the metal bars completely came off.
Constantly trying to keep the metal bar on another because it just rusted off each other.
Yeah, but we're going to get a new trampoline. It's going to be a bigger one, and we're most likely going to have it at Austin's place, so we have somewhere different.
A little change of scenery.
I think he said that we might be able to put it in you said we could possibly put it in like a garage or barn type.
We might be able to. I have a pole barn, so we might be able to put it like inside a pole barn and maybe actually be able to attempt to do it in the colder climates, but it'll still be tough because the barn is it's obviously dusty, and it's I live in an older farmhouse, so
yeah, but we could potentially have some space heaters or something,
right?
Maybe set up some wires, and maybe there's a little more we could do. I don't know.
Depending on how high the demand is, maybe we'll make some more videos.
Well, if we're getting a new trampoline, we got to make a new video.
Oh yeah, I have a pool too, so
that's how we'll pay for it.
I have a pool too, so stay tuned. Probin asks, who do you think is underrated and overrated in WWE, both male and female?
There isn't a lot of people that I would consider too overrated. I generally appreciate most wrestlers.
Other than Brock?
Sure, but I don't know. I would say this would probably be controversial, but I'd actually say Bray Wyatt. A lot of people, really seem to think that he could really be good. I mean, I guess I just don't see it as much. I think really the booking has just kind of ruined him for me to the point where I just really don't care, and I don't really understand why people even care anymore. I'm just not a big fan of the spooky, unrealistic gimmicks. So that's probably someone I'd say would be overrated for me.
Don't hate me for this, but Roman,
I mean,
I know. Okay, take away the cancer, okay,
and also the very loud boos.
Yes. So I don't know.
Overrated
There's still, I don't know. People still love him, but I think he's a good wrestler. I just think the writing for him is really bad, or Vince, or whoever the hell it is, because it needs to stop. It really, it's bad. I can't watch another Superman punch ever again. It's just. Look at our new video. Look at our 2018 video. It's literally me taking a move and then no cell spearing him. So
yeah, some underrated ones. You could probably understand why. I'd probably say Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, those kind of people. Probably.
Yeah, definitely Finn Balor, Kevin Owens too. I don't know.
Anybody
I don't know how underrated Seth Rollins is. I mean, I think a lot of people still like Seth Rollins. So I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe.
I really like Seth Rollins. I think he does a lot of like
Yeah.
I think he's really, really great. He's a really talented dude, and like Dolph Ziggler. Yeah,
He still likes Dolph Ziggler. Yep. Overrated females, Sasha Banks maybe. It's really hard because there isn't too many females.
They stay pretty involved.
There's many people. There isn't really anybody that I would say is overrated, but she definitely has a really big fan base that's very vocal in our comment section. That gets a little annoying. So maybe her.
Yeah, I did notice that. Why is that? Everybody just
it's because we don't like doing the bank statement, and it's never in our videos because we suck at it.
Or people want to see the Twisted Bliss a lot. I like Alexa Bliss though.
Underrated, I'd probably say Naomi. She's definitely pretty good. People definitely like her, but she hasn't had the spotlight as much as she should probably.
That neon phase.
She still has it.
I
think I like it.
I mean, it's cool, but
Anybody else you'd consider underrated for females?
No, because really all of them have had their turn. That's the thing. Like, I was gonna say possibly like Carmella, but then I don't know. I like all the divas, so most of them.
Not divas. You
Okay,
sexist pig.
sorry.
They're
God.
women.
All right, I grew up and they were divas.
They are superstars. They're exactly the same level as the men. God.
Okay, I grew up and they were all divas. Okay, you can't change that. I'm gonna forever call them divas. I'm not gonna say women wrestlers, women superstars. Like divas, they're the same thing. I like them equally.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Disgusting. A number of people are asking who our favorite superstars and divas are. I know we've answered this before, but I guess we can kind of update it. Favorite superstar for me would probably be either AJ Styles or Kevin Owens. Favorite woman would probably be Charlotte Flair, actually. She's just kind of like the all-around best women.
Yeah.
Best of women. She's the best of women. She's the best of woman, pretty much, period, really, I think. Close second would be Becky Lynch now, just because she's just on fire.
Yeah.
Straight fire. What about you?
I don't know. My favorite wrestler is definitely John Cena. All right, don't hate me. Don't little kid laugh at me, whatever. Insert clip, whatever. But I don't know. I've always loved John Cena. I love how he is inside and out of the ring. I follow him like on everything, and he's just really inspirational dude. But other than John Cena, probably definitely AJ Styles for sure. He's great. He's awesome. Watched him in TNA, and he was great there. I don't know why he doesn't like the phenomenal forearm that much, but
I don't know.
I love it.
Maybe I think it might just be because I knew it as a normal move, because I'm pretty sure he used to use it a lot in TNA before it was considered a finisher.
He needs to cut his hair, though. I liked it when he was all young looking, and then it was like the underdog guy in TNA. I don't know. That's just me because I first watched him at TNA.
Yep.
And then probably like...
For the women.
Yeah. Women. I don't know. I like Nikki Bella because she's hot, but... Ethan Parker asks... Who do you want to be released from WWE?
That's hard. I don't, because I don't.
Brock.
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd say. There isn't really a whole lot of people I'd want to be released, just because like I said, I kind of appreciate everybody that's there. If anyone, maybe Jinder. I really soured on him with the WWE Championship reign, and I just don't care.
Yep.
He sounds like he's losing his voice every single time he makes a promo. It's just cringy. Jinder, just get him out. I don't care.
Goodbye, Jinder.
You saw how much we hated Ginger in our Hell in a Cell live reactions. Go watch that video. That's a good
said
video.
Ginger. You hate yourself. You have no soul. He has no soul.
I eat souls. We've been over this. Abdul Abzim asks, what's your favorite film of all time? How about you go first on this one?
Favorite film as in movie would probably be Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge. It's like a war movie. It's like a really inspirational war movie of this guy who doesn't want to go into the field or go into war with any guns or weapons of any sort because he grew up, praising God and stuff, and thou shalt not kill. Mm-hmm. So he just went in and he just as a medic, no guns. But favorite TV show would definitely be The Office. Bears Beats, Battlestar Galactica. I had to wear the shirt. So.
All right, favorite film for me, most of the movies I end up watching with my family end up being like the superhero movies. And I'll say pretty much the only movie that I've gone to the theater twice to see was Avengers Infinity War recently. That one did really hit me. The ending, that was crazy. Even though I only It only really hit me for like about 5 minutes until I realized like, oh, they're all gonna come back. But spoilers, by the way. But yeah, I saw that with one of my best friends, and it was really funny, really intense, especially when you're really into the Marvel stuff. So that'd probably be one of them. Any other non-superhero movie? I'd probably say like Arrival, the alien movie where they're just trying to communicate with the aliens, and that was actually like pretty interesting. Not something I usually see, which is kind of why it was kind of surprised me how much I liked it. So that'd probably be another one.
What about TV show?
I literally watch like 2 TV shows. I watch wrestling and The Walking Dead. So like.
So probably The Walking Dead then.
I don't even watch that anymore either. Most of my viewing entertainment's on YouTube nowadays.
So, okay.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. I watched that again recently. That's still good to this day. Hot Wheels with Nathan asks, have you ever considered joining WWE for work? Not really. We've definitely thought about it before, but it never legitimately considered like, oh, I want to sign up for a wrestling school.
Yeah.
Not really for me. I'm not really an athlete. I'm a nerd, so like I can do it on a trampoline in the strict confines of doing one move at a time. Not really it's filmed over multiple days, not having to have much conditioning like this guy does. So like,
I don't know. I definitely, if I ever had like the chance, or like say some WWE thing like contacted me or something nuts or crazy, then I would 100% try to go for that. Like that would be a huge dream come true. Like imagining seeing me like on WWE or on TV or an NXT or something.
Yeah,
like that would be insane. That'd be awesome.
If anything, I want to get slammed in a ring at least once. I just need to know what it feels like.
Maybe go to an event, get backstage, early access.
I don't think they allow you to do that. I have the idea that it's just a little bit of padding and wood, but
it can't be that bad.
other
than when you land right on the side of the edge of the apron. Now
I just gotta know. So if like I ever went to like WWE Access or something, I just want somebody to do like a light power slam on me, just so I know.
I'll do a 5-star frog splash from the top.
Oh yeah, sure. That'll be the great first move to do. You won't be crippled or anything.
Or a coup de grace. A real coup de grace.
You'd be good at that and not kill somebody, right?
The assassin asks, what move took the most practice?
I'd say one of the recent ones would probably be like Eric Blood's Youngblood. It's just really awkward. It's really awkward to do because it's already holding him awkwardly in like the wheelbarrow position, but then you gotta throw him up and somehow try to catch him.
That was hard.
I tried to do it a lot. Austin ended up doing it. I think we just kind of got lucky with like one hit.
Mm-hmm.
Other ones would be like the bitter end took quite a bit.
I know we tried what's it called a lot.
Jason Jordan's move.
Yeah.
That was kind of along the same lines of the Youngblood, but it was probably a lot easier though.
Yeah, James Jordan. It was
Jason Jordan.
Just shout out.
Oh God. We already know about that one. How long that one?
2013. The shout out.
We've never done it since. This one kind of relates to Chespin Rules My Life 152, who asks, have you guys ever botched a move and injured each other? We've never really gotten injured. We've definitely
injured.
We definitely had some bumps where we'd mess up a move, kind of land on each other, but probably the most serious one would probably be early on the GTS.
I don't know. I was 14 years old, still had baby teeth. Not sure how I still had baby teeth. I think it was my back molars, my 12-year molars were trying to come in. And we actually took a real GTS like to my jaw.
The one you see in the video.
Yeah, the one in the video where you hit me in the jaw and then I fall back and my head hits the pole. I mean, good thing the trampoline was more new, so there was a lot of padding on that pole. If I took it now, that would hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
And the same thing with the bro kick. I remember when same video again, right?
That was in the bloopers one.
No, that was in the bloopers, 2013 bloopers. I took a bro kick, but I jumped upwards as I took it. So my head went back and landed right on the mat, or usually where the springs are, or the
just
edge.
Like flew backwards.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, not really.
I've elbowed you in the face a number of times before.
Yeah. Slapped myself in the balls from the
the bull hammer.
Yep, the bull hammer. Did that. That hurt for a little bit. We've probably botched a lot more when we're just off camera wrestling for fun. Maybe doing some triple threat or something with his brother.
Ooh! I think I remember in like at a birthday party.
Spencer?
Yeah.
God.
You, me, and Spencer are all on the trampoline. We're just like grabbing each other by the arms and throwing each other around. And I remember seeing it. It was like slow motion. It's like both of your heads just go boom.
Yeah.
I think
He had a huge bump on his forehead.
I think Spencer like still had that. He might still have that bump. I'm not sure. He definitely had it for a couple years afterward. It was that bad.
EDH asks, if you guys wrestled in WWE, what would your entrance theme, attire, and finisher be?
I'd probably follow in Edge's footsteps and use an Alter Bridge song. So I'd probably say Addicted to Pain by Alter Bridge would be a really good one for me. I don't know what I'd wear. I'd probably just leave that to the stylist. I don't really care what I look like. I wear freaking band t-shirts and sweatpants all the time. So, like, whatever. And then my finisher, you guys have seen my made-up finisher in our wrestling videos. I called it the Armageddon Slam. I'd probably change the name, but it's simple. Just kind of pick them up like almost like a fireman and just slam them as hard as you can. It's simple, but I think it looks good.
I don't know. My entrance theme would probably be some either maybe like a Travis Scott song or I don't know. I definitely thought of it before. It was maybe Avenged Sevenfold's "Hail to the King." Maybe. I mean, it's kind of like a good. It's kind of like a good like. It's a good kind of beat and it's a good hype. I mean, it's "Hail to the King."
You could literally do it as like part of your entrance where you just go on the ground and just be like, "Hey, hail to the king," or something like that.
Right.
That might be good.
Attire, how my superstar had when I did my creative superstar, I had bands around here, and it was like kind of like an Ultimate Warrior type thing going on a little bit, except more like cool like pants, like leggings, tights, or something like that with some flary whatever going in the back, and then. Yeah, and then
it doesn't sound like it'd fit with "Hail to the King." I
don't know. I'd look and then look badass. Wear some kind of John Morrison suit before I go in the ring, with glasses and finisher. Probably definitely RKO. I love the RKO.
I made him call it the Snyder Cutter.
Or the Snyder Cutter. Yeah, Snyder Cutter, whatever. And then I don't know. Probably like a finisher submission would be. I don't know, that one dragon sleeper kind of looking thing, or the cross arm breaker. So,
a submission finisher, I'd probably use like the figure 4 or the Anaconda Vice, probably.
Anaconda Vice, he likes that move a lot.
Yeah. Because it's simple, and I can just get it on everybody. The Elite 2, are you right or left-handed? This is the most important question in the world. Right. There's one of my best friends, Spencer. Origin MC asks, Q and yay! Question, what do? Spencer, you know what do. Just do the do like we used to do.
Michael Pagnotti asks, what's your favorite part of making the trampoline finisher videos?
I'd probably say pretty much once it's done and I can release it, and like that first day when it's out and everybody's watching it and I'm just getting comment after comment after comment.
That's pretty cool.
I love seeing that, and I love showing it to people, so that's probably my favorite part.
I don't know, I definitely... Like, it can be really time-consuming. It can be really, really tough trying to squeeze in a lot of moves throughout, like, one day. But when you think about it, like, doing the moves is probably, like the best part. It's probably, like, the most fun because it's what got us into it in the first place. But probably, like, the real best part is definitely when the trampoline video is almost done and Steven sends me, like, what was edited with the music in there, but before he posts it, because then it's, like, the first time I actually see it.
Every time you, like, do a session, I'll just, like, edit... I won't do any major editing. I'll just basically just cut all the takes of the moves and just put them all together and send them to him. So then, like, so you get like snip more and more of the video each time, closer and closer to what it's gonna be. And then when you finally see it, it's like, it was all worth it. LMP Gaming asks, can you start a Let's Play with your friends? They're very funny. Well, thank you. Not a lot of people say that, honestly. I definitely want to start a new series. I'm not entirely sure yet. My friend Spencer, Origin MC, you saw his question earlier. He wants me to play this new Pokemon fan game that's coming out. I think it's called Pokemon Solar Light and Lunar Dark. He wants me to do this a Soul Link Nuzlocke, which is like it's basically one of these self-imposed challenges that you do to make the game harder. I don't know all the rules for it, but that's something that he wants to do with me. We're thinking about possibly recording it. I don't know if that's gonna be on his channel or my channel. We haven't really worked it out yet. He's on vacation right now, so I don't know. That'd probably be the next one. Problem is I'm just kind of limited on what I can do because I don't have a capture card, and I don't really want to buy one because I don't feel like it's entirely worth it, just because not a lot of people watch them. But I definitely want to start doing more gaming videos.
Chinmay Leo Das asks, why did you stop WWE videos?
We haven't.
We didn't.
We're not stopping yet.
We live in a state that gets all 4 seasons, so it is nearly impossible.
It is winter right now, so there's not going to be any new trampoline videos for a while.
But there's no snow on the ground. It snowed like once, and it's January.
But we are, like I said, we are getting a new trampoline, so we'll definitely probably start making videos again in the spring and summer when we start getting time.
Elampi Gaming asks, Austin, do you like to be the underdog? I don't mind it, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know. A lot of people like the underdog. I like the underdogs.
I mean, that's kind of what you were in like our wrestling match, kind of.
I still lost. You
Exactly.
dirty win.
Exactly. You were the underdog. You didn't win. No one expected you to win, and you didn't win.
Everybody likes the underdog. So yeah, I like to be the underdog.
I'm pretty sure people have asked if we want to do another wrestling match too, which I would like to, but I feel like I don't want it to be just between us again,
right.
Especially just because that wouldn't really work with the story. I'd want somebody else to do it.
Holden.
I want to convince my little brother to do it, but I just cannot. Problem is we don't really know anybody else that does the wrestling. I don't really want to do it with some random stranger on the internet too. I know people have asked to wrestle us. That I'm just not comfortable with that. I'm sorry. But yeah, if I could get somebody else to do it, we'd definitely do another match, at least to continue that story from a year and a half ago. Maybe I could get my roommate to do it. Like Marcus might be interested. I'm not sure.
It's weird. It's hard.
See, but he also lives very far away, so I don't know. I'd like to do a match at some point. Aberforth Dumbledore asks, "What's your favorite theme song? Wrestling theme song, I assume." Edge. Definitely, for sure. Metalingus. That song is badass. You know me as a metal guy, and it helps that that's the song that introduced me to what became my favorite band of all time, so it really can't be anything else for me.
Yeah, Edge definitely. I don't know. It was really sad watching his retiring episode on Raw. That was pretty sad.
Yeah.
I think I kind of sealed the whole favorite theme too on that one.
Oh, it has such an emotional weight now.
Yep.
Metalingus, Edge for Life, Alter Bridge for Life. Go listen to them.
JD Lee asks, when are your birthdays? Also, if Becky versus Charlotte versus Ronda main events WrestleMania 35, how would you feel and would you watch it?
My birthday's June 3rd. I'm 19.
I'm also 19. My birthday is April 27th.
Yeet.
I share it with two of my relatives, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. So Becky versus Charlotte versus Ronda for the main event of WrestleMania 35. It's been rumored for a long time that that the women are going to main event at WrestleMania very soon.
Honestly,
I
wouldn't mind.
I definitely watch it. I'll be honest. Like I said, I haven't been watching wrestling as much as I used to, but Becky Lynch is one of the big reasons why I tune into SmackDown regularly. So a triple threat between those three, that would actually be really awesome, and I definitely
probably be a
see
great
it.
match. Yeah.
I'd finally I could probably drag you to see WrestleMania. At least I'd hope.
Well, yeah, I'd be able to make it.
Last question is from CoolSlice21. Will you ever quit YouTube, or are you going to keep doing it? I don't think I'll ever completely quit YouTube. I definitely won't do it as regularly as I have in years past. But I think I'll always want to. I think there'll always be some. I feel like there'll always be something I'd want to post, and it doesn't always have to be like a high effort video. Like I could just post a freaking cat video if I really wanted to. I could always post something. I think this YouTube channel will be something I'll keep around forever. This will be something that I'll be proud of when I'm like 50 and I'm like showing my kids like this is something I accomplished, man.
Maybe I have a little wrestling finishing reunion or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
God.
We'll probably try to
we'll have a trampoline video when we're both 50.
We'll probably try to continue to do them as much as we can. Obviously, when we get older, it'll only get harder because we're not like people like PewDiePie and stuff, and our life isn't YouTube, and we don't live off of YouTube. We have lives outside of YouTube. So
we're going to school. I don't think it'll ever completely stop, but it'll definitely slow down eventually. Mm-hmm. I can never leave all of you loyal 200,000 subscribers behind, right? Anyway, that's going to be the end. That's our last question that we're going to answer. I've been the Nerdy Ginger. This is Austin. Thank you guys so much for 200,000 subscribers. It's been a hell of a journey. Been a hell of 6.5 years?
Yep.
Or
6 years.
Or 5.5? I don't know. Math.
Whatever.
I don't know what math is. Anyway, we'll see you guys in our next video. Thank you guys so much. Bye.